Now it's time to correct our questionnaire. So in capital A, we are going to deal with true or false statements. Capital A. Number 1. The statement is: investment in education is an investment in an unpeaceful future. False. Number 2. Children from rich family do not get benefits of education. False. Number 3. Children who are uneducated come from minority groups. True. Number 4. Educated mothers like sending their children to school. True. So this is the correction for our true or false statements. Number 1, investment in education is an investment in an unpeaceful future. False. Number 2, children from a rich family do not get benefits of education. False. Number 3, children who are uneducated come from minority groups. True. Number 4, educated mothers like sending their children to school. True. Great. So let's go to the last step. So in the last step, we are going to provide some answers to the questions. So the answers to the questions. Question number 1 is, what can permit children to make positive contribution to society? Answer: education and a caring home can permit children to make positive contribution to society. Number 1. Education and a caring home can permit children to make to society. Number 2. How many children do not have access to school education? Answer: roughly 57 million children do not have access to school education. Roughly Number 3. Where do uneducated children come from? Answer: uneducated children come from indigenous families or minority groups. Number 4. What are the advantages of sending girls Number 4. What are the advantages of educating girls in the test? Answer. When they become mothers, educated girls are likely to have their children vaccinated and know how to prevent and treat potentially life-threatening diseases such as diarrhea and pneumonia. Number 4. And treat potentially life-threatening diseases such as diarrhea and pneumonia. So these are the answers to the different questions. Number 1, education and a caring home can permit children to make positive contribution to society. Number 2, roughly 57 million children do not have access to education. Number 3, uneducated children come from indigenous families or minority groups. Number 4, when they become mothers, educated girls are more likely to have their children vaccinated and know how to prevent and treat potentially life-threatening diseases such as diarrhea. So, to sum up, we should notice that there are some important elements for a child to be positive in a society. So these elements are education and a caring home. It means that the attitudes of the parents toward a child is very important when the child is at home. Another idea to bear into mind is that not every child has the chance to go to school. And we can make the remark that many children are uneducated, and these children come from poor families. The parents do not have the means to send them to school, so they do not receive any school education. But it is also necessary to mention that it is important to send girls to school because this can help them when they become mothers to take care of their babies. Alors, en résumé, retenons que pour qu'un enfant soit positif dans la société, il est nécessaire de l'encadrer à la maison. Il est aussi nécessaire de l'éduquer. Et en ce qui concerne l'éducation à l'école, notons que tous les enfants n'ont pas cette chance d'y aller. Et majoritairement, ces enfants qui viennent de familles pauvres n'ont pas cette chance. Et notons tout de même qu'il est très important d'envoyer les filles à l'école parce que l'école leur permettra une certaine ouverture d'esprit quant aux soins de leurs enfants quand elles deviendront des mères. So this is the end of our lesson on invest in education. Thank you for attending, and I'll see you next time for another test. Goodbye.